Hey guys, how are you all? Welcome back to my channel. So now we are going to solve 100 question. Before doing that, I promise you on the 99th question video that we are facing some issue. So what is that? During testing, especially, I was trying multiple times to hit that particular host using the IP of the node and port which is from different ingress, but I was also trying to use a direct service port, but I'm not able to connect to server. Then I'm able to understand that we have to use the port from the Ingress controller, which I'm using specifically, that comes from kget service in the namespace of your Ingress. In that, I found the Ingress controller and that particular port I was trying to hit. But still, I'm able to get something, but it is not the one I expected. Now I'm able to understand that. So when I tried this particular thing, which is HTTP instead of HTTPS, I am able to get some as the response from that NGINX server. So the thing is, the first IP address, the port, the first port which we are using, this port number is for the HTTP, and the 4431, this is for the HTTPS. So basically, we since we are using HTTPS IP and port, we should be using the port number 32276 if we are using HTTPS. So that way I'm able to get the response. And when you're trying to do HTTPS and using this particular port, we are getting this error, right? What does that mean? Is basically the client to which we are using. This is the client. Sorry, this is the server. So this server is in the one. So basically, it's like client will be HTTP. Since you are using this port, this is the HTTP, but your server inside is running with HTTPS because you're accessing this way. Basically, it's trying to hit using the TLS secret. But actually you're using this port, so it is trying to there is a mismatch between the client and server. You are using some server as this HTTP, and you're trying to hit the HTTPS. So that is the issue, and to solve that you should be using perfectly this HTTPS port and this HTTPS, and then it will be able to hit that particular service using a TLS secret. Okay, now that I got a response using HTTPS and the port of that HTTPS, so this is the way you should be testing. Now, as we are clear, I'll just refresh my screen of Pillar Coda. So yeah, and we'll now see the 100th question. This is also similar to 99th question. It's just that you can have a practice in editing the YAML file. So here also it is using the path based routing, but actually we have like a different host. So I have showed you like in the last class there are examples for different hosts as well. Like we have foo.bar.com, bar.foo.com. Similarly, in this question they asked us to use example.com and web.example.com, admin.example.com. Likewise, three different hosts. So we can edit this file to use three different hosts, same like this, and the path is directly slash here, but actually uh, they want to access this particular services. So we should be having those services, and each service should be having its own TLS secret so that we can access those using HTTPS, and those services should be having these particular ports. And so likewise we should be creating first the services, deployments and secrets to those services. Later we will try to create an ingress. So inside the Ingress, since it is using TLS, we can have an example here in last class, as we have seen how to use a TLS using that host hyphen host and that TLS secret which you have created, that you can add, and similarly you can add for other hosts as well. And there are rules. Inside the rules I have for one host, second host and third host. So that way we can add, and since they did not mention specifically using the paths to differentiate, we can directly use root like slash only as the path. Now, in each host entry under the rules, it handles a completely different virtual host. So every role is now handling a different host completely. So now we will see how to do this. Let's first create the deployments and services as in the last class, and my deployments are created and services exposed, and I will directly use this. You can also use this for creating the TLS secret. I hope in the exam they will already create a secret, and not the secret, it's actually this certificate and key files. And using those certificate and key files, and you can use this imperative command. You can also request like kubectl create secret TLS hyphen hyphen help. You will see an example how to create that secret, and in the place of cert value and key value, you can place the cert and key files which you have just created using OpenSSL. Then you will be able to create the secrets. Now that after the secrets is created, I think some issue with this. Let me refresh once because the environment is not proper. I'll just repeat this quickly. This will be up very soon. Okay. Now that it is created, okay. Okay. And the the secrets are also created. Now the thing is we should be using ingress file, so you can also verify your secrets, and they are having the data that is cert and the password. So now we should be creating the ingress. Okay, so it has a name, an ingress class name, then my TLS section with those hosts and the secrets which we have just created, and under the rules we have for host 1, 2, and 3. So I will be copying this and paste this. I hope the multi-host ingress is created. You can verify this using get ingress. Also, you can do k describe ingress multi-host ingress. Okay. So there you can see for each host there is a path slash and corresponding backend, that is the service name and the port name for that service which it is exposing that particular pod. You can also verify using k get pods hyphen void, and the IPs will be same as that. So this particular service is exposing for this pod, and this is for the third one, and this for the first one. So likewise we have, and There we have so there we have created like three different hosts completely. Now let me verify. You can also do verification like get nodes hyphen o, where you will be able to see the IPs of the nodes with no confusion as we have debugged earlier already. Now we'll see get secrets, sorry, get service only in the namespace ingress. Okay, so first of all, the ingress controller is not there in my system. That's why okay, so that's why the address is not showed here. Yeah, okay. So you can go back to my 98th section to ingress installation of the controllers. There under the or I am having a manifest um, URL to create the ingress controller. After that, I will verify the ports in the services. It's still in the creating state. Let's give it some time. Then parallelly, I will do okay. This is what I want. Get service. So it's all completed and this is also running. Fine, fine, fine. Now let me do this. So it's also completed. Now I just want to know the services. So these are my services, and if I have the get nodes, I think. Okay. Get nodes. This one is get nodes. Now using this, I'll use a curl hyphen L HTTPS IP and the port. Let's try. So this is our 100th question. So you will be having this kind of testing. Okay. So let me try that. This is just a command to initialize the host port and node IP, and I'll be just using this called commands. It's optional. The testing is optional. Just that way I can. That way you can. If you don't understand what we are doing, let me just clear this. Just do get nodes hyphen o wide. You will see the IP address here, internal IP. Now just do get service hyphen n ingress namespace. You will see the port numbers on the controller service. Now I'll be doing curl command to ping that host. So just hyphen k hyphen h host web.example.com, and I'll be using HTTPS service. Um, I'll just use the IP as this. Okay, there is no gap here. And since I'm using HTTPS, I'll use 32014. See, if I want to use HTTP, I will use 32674. Okay, 32674. Yeah, that's what we need. So yeah, I think we are pretty much good. You can also try using the other host name like admin, I think so. What is a host name? Admin.example.com. This is another host name which we have got figured in Ingress. So, and we can also try using API. Let me give some different thing. So now this host doesn't exist. So it is giving me like 404 not found. And let's try like the root along with it. I want to give something like this. Not found, right? Similarly, if I do this, it's able to return me something. So basically, if you do k get ingress hyphen o yaml path type prefix and slash. So yeah, that's all the demonstration. We have seen how to verify host names if something is not correct, if the path is not correct, or the host name is not present over this ingress. It immediately uses the 404 phone from NGINX. So this way we have accessed different hosts and checked whether our ingress is working. So that's all from this class on question number 100. In coming class we will see for 101 question. Thank you so much. Bye bye.